Welcome to TechCore News. Here are our tech headline picks of the day. Verizon Communications, AT&T, Comcast, and Cox Communications said they will extend a commitment through June 30th not to cancel service or charge late fees to customers who have been impacted by the coronavirus pandemic. Cox also said that it was extending its commitment not to cancel service or charge late fees through June 30th and to keep its Cox Wi-Fi hotspots open and running. Comcast said in addition to extending the commitment through June 30th and making its Wi-Fi hotspots available for anyone who needs them, it would extend a pause in its data plans to give all customers unlimited data for no additional charge. While we're on the subject of telecom, let's talk a bit about Zoom and what they're doing. They have announced a number of small but needed security improvements. As Zoom usage has increased during the pandemic, so has scrutiny over the service's security and privacy offerings. This week's announcement of incremental improvements is a part of a 90-day plan that they're rolling out. One specific change is that now they're going to be offering AES 256-bit encryption on all meetings. Zoom previously used AES 128-bit encryption, which is a reasonable option, but controversial one for them because the company in a lot of its documentation and marketing materials claimed that they were using 256-bit encryption all along. So a bit of false advertising maybe, or potentially the marketing people kind of got carried away. But in any case, they did say they were using 256, and they should have been. So hopefully they can get this behind them and continue releasing a product that is true to its documentation and reflects what they're actually doing. All right. Well, speaking of statements made by companies, Amazon is under pressure for its Amazon's Choice labeled products. And one of them actually caught on fire. A mislabeled battery that allegedly caused a fire in a Minnesota man's garage last year is the subject of a new lawsuit against Amazon. So this gentleman's insurance company is essentially saying that, hey, we are not going to pay this $75,000 in damages. Amazon's going to pay for it. And why? Because Amazon labeled this product as Amazon's Choice, and it was sold through Amazon's Prime program, and it is essentially a Amazon product. And there is, a gray area here usually with things purchased on Amazon because Amazon sells from many third parties. In this case, though, it is in that area where technically it's not a third party because it has the Amazon Choice label on it. So we'll see where this lawsuit goes. But I'm on the insurance company's side this time. Normally I wouldn't be, but that label, even I know when I'm buying things, I feel more comfortable buying because it has sort of Amazon's stamp of approval. All right, on to more entertaining news. I want to make note that this is the U.S. Department of Defense. This isn't a sci-fi announcement. This is actual news. They are releasing footage that was classified and has now become declassified of unidentified aerial phenomena, aka UFOs. So this is actually footage that has been floating around on the internet for some time. It was first released, oddly enough, by the member of the band Blink-182. But now we have Uncle Sam himself from the Pentagon posting this. And their reasoning behind releasing this footage is to clear up any misconceptions by the public on whether or not the footage was fake or real, and also to let people know what actually happened, because apparently there's a lot of doctored footage out there, so they just wanted to set the record straight of what's real and what's not. The 3 videos that they're posting, I'll have them in the description, and they are code-named. The first one is from 2004, which is Flyer, FLIR 1, with the digit 1 at the end, which was reported by the Navy fighter pilot David Fravor. and he basically saw like this huge 40-foot long Titan-shaped object that was hovering above the water without any wings, and there was no rotor wash. Essentially, the water wasn't rippling normally like you would see if a helicopter is flying. You see the water moving around because the force from the rotors is so strong that it's pushing away the water. So really spooky. Then from 2014 and 2015, we have two videos, one codenamed Go Fast and Gimbal. Really creative. I don't know who's codenaming these things, but one of them is memorable, and I actually remember seeing this one because the pilot was like, "What the F is this thing?" And that's really all you can get in the video. There wasn't too much clarity in the footage, but I'll have that footage in the description as well. And then finally, the last video, which is Gimbal. They saw either a group of objects or one big object moving at high speeds. They can't really tell how fast it was moving, but there were really strong winds, in which case it would have been odd for them to be moving this fast if it was, an aircraft that the U.S. Air Force or any other Air Force in the world actually had. And one of the pilots actually told the New York Times that the object could skip between sea level and 30,000 feet elevation very quickly. So, really cool stuff. It's odd that they're releasing it at this time, and why they're releasing it at all. It's pretty strange. But in any case, I wanted to add that into today's News Bites. That sums it up. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you next time.